Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, I wanted to do a video on this motor. I just resurrected this from the dead. This thing was just dead as a proverbial hammer. Now, this came out of a Marx 1998 diesel. And when I got it, it was just absolutely dead. It wouldn't even buzz. So I bypassed the E-unit, and I just got this finished. And I haven't even soldered it yet. Surprisingly enough, this motor, the coil is wound in a different direction than any other Marx motor that I've worked on. In a normal bypass that I do, you run power to this side of the coil goes to the brushes. On this motor, I had to run power to this side of the coil and run this side of the coil to the brushes because it's wound in the opposite direction. That's really strange. I've never seen that before. I have no idea why they would do that. It may indicate a greater magnetic field. I'm not really sure why they did this, but that's the way it was. So as you see, I've just done the bypass. I've got the wires cut off coming out of the E-unit, and I haven't even soldered these yet. I've just got them twisted and bent over right now. And as you can see, I'm going to have to replace this spring. It works, but it's sprung, really badly sprung. So I just put a new light bulb in it, and wanted to do a quick pointer on this temporary coupler. Now this is just a couple of wire ties, as you can see. So there's a loop going to the motor itself, and then a small loop that's around the tab on the tab and slot. This works really well. It's really simple, and it allows you to run the motor pulling a load without having to assemble it into a working locomotive. So let's turn the power on. Let's take this around. I just got this finished. Like I said, I ran it on the bench. Surprisingly enough, this is backwards than the normal bypass. So let's see how this runs. I've got it on the rail. It's going to be pulling 6 tin litho cars, just the motor itself. Wow, that is great. That is running just perfectly. Look at that. Like I said, this thing was just absolutely dead. It wouldn't even buzz. Wow, that's actually quite impressive for just a motor with no shell. So, well, that's great. It's definitely worth the time it took to do it. Notice I had to replace one of the nuts for the side plate. And like I said, I've got to replace this spring. But I just got this bypass done. I wanted to see if this is what's going to, if that was what the problem was. I mean, when they don't buzz, you can almost guarantee you that the E-unit has gone and it's not getting any power going to the motor at all. And that's exactly what the problem was. As soon as I bypassed the E-unit, I ran it on the bench, and that's when I discovered that the coil was backwards. Like I said, on every other Marx motor that I've ever worked on, power goes to this side of the coil, this side goes to the brushes. This one is backwards. So I'm not sure what that's indicative of, but it's the only one I've ever seen that's wound in this direction. So anyway, I just want to do a quick video on this. It's a neat little motor, has a lot of power. It's unlike the standard Marx motor. General layout is the same, but different side plates, completely different wheels, of course. And just want to do a quick video on this. So it's running. It appears to be running absolutely perfectly. Now this is a double reduction motor. So I'm just curious what else I could fit it into. And there's only one way to find out, and that's to see what will fit this shape. It's actually much larger than the standard Marx motor. But anyway, I just want to do a quick video on this. Just got the bypass finished, just got it fully assembled, and it runs. It ran on the bench. I wanted to see if it could actually pull a load, just the motor itself. It's fairly heavy. It's got some heft to it. So, and it does. That's 6 tin litho cars pulling with no problem at all. Anyway, I just want to do a quick video on this. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.